Welcome back to Room 404. In today's video, we're going to break down one of the most important concepts in networking, the IP address. If you ever wondered what an IP address actually is, what it's used for, and how to calculate subnet depending on the slash notation, like /24 or /16, this video is for you. By the end of the video, you'll not only understand what an IP address does, but also how to do the math behind it. All right, let's start with the basics. An IP address simply stands for Internet Protocol Address. You can think of it like the street address of your device on the network. Let's put it in perspective. Just like your house needs an address so mail can be delivered to you, your computer, our phone needs an IP address so data can be delivered to the right place. Right now, there are two main versions of IP addresses, IPv4 and IPv6. IPv4 is the older one, and it looks like four numbers separated by dots. For example, 192.168.1.1. Each of those numbers can go from 0 to 255. IPv6 is newer, much longer, and written in hexadecimal. However, in this video, we'll focus on IPv4 because it's still the most widely used and easier to learn when starting out. So in short, an IP address is just a unique identifier that lets devices find each other and communicate over a network. Now, what is an IP address used for? There are two main jobs. First, it identifies the device. When your phone connects to the Wi-Fi, the router gives it an IP address, so the network knows, okay, this is your phone, and this other one is your laptop. Second, it helps with route traffic. When you send a message or load a website, the data has to know exactly where to go and where it came from. Your IP address makes sure that the data leaves the right device and comes back to the right device. For instance, think about ordering food. You give the restaurant your home address and they deliver the food directly to your door. Without an IP address, your data wouldn't know where to go. So that's really the role: identification and delivery. Quick side note, not all IP addresses are the same. Some are public and some are private. Public IP addresses are the ones that identify your network to the internet. Private IP addresses like 192.168.1.10 are used only inside your home or office network. Your router is the device that translates between your private IP and the public IP. A process called NAT, or Network Address Translation. Now, how do you calculate this yourself? Here's a simple process. Let's take a subnet mask in slash notation, like /24. Subtract that from 32, since there are 32 bits in total. That gives you the number of host bits. Raise 2 to the power of that number. For example, /24 gives you 8 host bits, so 2 to the power of 8 equals 256. Now, subtract 2 for the network ID and broadcast address. That's your total usable IPs. Let's do a quick one. 10.0.0.0/20. 32 minus 20 equals 12 host bits. 2 to the power of 12 equals 4,096 total addresses. Subtract 2 and you get 4,094 usable IP addresses. And that's how subnetting math works. So to recap, an IP address is basically the identity of a device on the network. It is used for identification and communication, and depending on how the subnet mask is written, like /24 or /16, you can calculate exactly how many devices fit in that network. This is a fundamental skill for networking, and later on, when we start looking at cybersecurity, you'll see why understanding IPs and subnets is so important for scanning networks, defending them, or even attacking them in a lab environment. Now, if you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Room 404, and drop a comment with the next networking topic you'd like me to break down. See ya.